This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
NASCAR history have all 43 cars finished on the lead lap. And right now, if he's sitting 43rd, no other cars drop out, guys, that's exactly where he's going to finish.
Thanks, guys. There's a leader. Jimmie Johnson has now led 1,000 laps this year. This is the 29th of 41 chase races that Jimmie Johnson has led. He has 11 chase victories over 4 years. Could it be win number 12 as Jimmie Johnson holding off Tony Stewart here at New Hampshire? Trouble at New Hampshire. The top chase contender, Kyle Busch, has been involved in an accident. Spun the car around contact from Jamie McMurray there in the 26 car. Heavy damage in the left front of McMurray's Ford.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happened. Kyle Busch spun by himself, and then David Reagan and Jamie McMurray came along a little bit after this.
Happened.
Well, he's been trying to do this by himself all day with the problems that he's had, and finally the car just got away from him. There's a lot of smoke there.
Everything's fine right here. You can see he's down in the grass, no damage. Gonna drive around here now and get some tires, try to fix this bolt, and then bam.
Murray, yeah, and he in the 6 car had contact before Jamie went spinning. There, Jimmie Johnson and Denny Hamlin, see him back in 3rd. Tony Stewart down the inside. He's trying to get in that position to get the free pass if we should have a caution here.
He's there. Drives that thing down in the corner hard under his teammate.
Well, with the 3 wide racing we're seeing and everything going on, there might be a good chance of a caution here.
20 cars are on the lead lap, and that would make Tony Stewart 21st. As you said, the first car a lap down. And now the 29 car, Kevin Harvick, who began the day with a struggle and a backwards pedal.
Okay, we got a car in the wall. It's going to be a big break for Stewart.
Oh, man.
Bad break for Joe, though. Look here. He's got big-time damage on the front of this thing.
Now we've killed the radiator.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Joe Nemechek. Big break for Tony Stewart, as you said. This gives him the chance to start picking up a lot of spots. He's got a fast race car and making up a lot of ground in the points.
Joe Nemechek, a former winner here at New Hampshire. And she's on board. Let's watch and see what happened to Nemechek.
Not too hard to see what happened there. Joe Warner Regan Smith got into the back of him and got Joe a little bit loose.
Still outside. Still 3 wide. You'll be clear to the top of the left down there.
Inside.
Clear to 66. I see you behind
Inside. Inside corner.
41 entry door. Another one on the bottom.
Going down the bottom.
Side, inside, both sides. Clear up behind the 24. Clear up.
41 and 56.
Crash behind you. Crash behind you.
Caution's out. Caution's out. Take spin behind you.
Hard contact out of turn 4, 17, Matt Kenseth. Heavy damage. There's the 45. Chad McCumbee involved. 83 spinning back around. That is Brian Vickers.
Yeah, the 5 car Casey Mears has a lot of damage. He's going on around the racetrack, but he has a lot of damage to the right front of his car.
38, David Gilliland getting the window net down. There's the one you're talking about, DJ. Casey Mears. He was back at the back of the pack after topping off in field to try to pull some strategy.
See, Kyle Busch pushing the cone. That's the commitment cone that he had to go down and avoid this crash, and he must have caught that cone right there.
Again, what happened?
These guys are racing hard on these restarts. See Michael McDowell on the inside of Johnny Sauter there. I don't know if this is where it gets started. You can see him losing grip. Kind of stacks things up behind them some. See Sam Hornish down in the apron.
Got a 5 wide there for a second.
45, 07. Looks like the 45 gets loose right there. That's the problem. The 45 got loose. He got into Matt Kenseth. And then David Gilliland and Casey Mears.
Oh, man, that's a hard shot.
They were about 5 laps short. Caution on the track, guys.
Big time hit for the 84 car. A.J. Allmendinger, his Toyota, comes to rest against the outside wall. And we'll bring out caution number 6 on the day. That's inside him, and he's hustling the car off the corner.
You can see him come off the 4th corner here. And, well,
Yeah, he just
There's
wasn't quite
definitely
clear of Michael
contact.
McDowell. It's a situation right there where the guy on the, the outside could actually give him another foot and not cause a little problem like this right here, but Michael McDowell did.
Rub a little bit coming up off the corner, the 31 and the 88. Both slipping a little bit. And Burton tries to take that
Got
spot
loose
back.
there. Wow. Burton got a little bit loose, got into the 88.
Yeah, Burton, he's fighting hard right here.
This is 4th, 5th, and 6th, by the way, is the 1 car of Martin Truex. And now he will go underneath his former teammate, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Oh, the 6 car spins around. David Reagan.
No yellow. No yellow. Yellow's out. Yellow's out. Get it rolling. Leaders into 1. Okay, get it rolling. Leaders in 1.
Lap 280. Caution for the 8th time today.
And we see a replay here with David Reagan got a little bit loose. Michael Waltrip really nowhere to go, just trying to avoid him, but was in the gas wide open off the corner. Sends the 6 car for a spin down the backstretch. Don't believe he hits anything here. Nice job of keeping that. Up a little bit better than Greg Biffle and Carl Edwards, and allows him to get out to about 3 or 4. Big crash.
Car spinning around, and a couple cars going around. It is the 10 car of Patrick Carpentier that just looped a complete 360.
Wow, Jeff Gordon just barely missed that accident.
He may have gotten a little piece of it if he didn't. He barely missed these guys.
Couple of cars lucky to get by this. Watch the 7 and the 10.
They're supposed to be teammates, but that didn't exactly work that way. Robbie Gordon got into it. Jeff Gordon. Wow.
That was close.
Junior running the higher line. Jeff Burton right down on the very bottom. You see our leaders go by right there. Jimmy Johnson's closed in just a little bit. Got kind of a nice run off turn 4 that last time in.
About 700th of a second. Jimmy Johnson beat Biffle the last lap. He's not going to give up on this thing until the checker flag's waving, I can tell you that.
Well, he's driving it off in the corner. I can see that.
I'm not sure if that's him driving it in the corner so hard as it's Greg Biffle backing the corner up just a little bit, floating it in. I think that's really what's paid off for him today.
We're getting down to that time, though, and see if these guys have calculated right, if they've had enough caution laps to be able to make it on fuel here.
I was about to say, how hungry is Greg Biffle? You can see it right there. 33 races since Greg Biffle has gone to victory lane. The last time was Kansas last September. It's been almost a year.
And Jimmy Johnson gained another half a tenth last lap.
You can see him just close in a little bit on the entry. We talked about Biffle, how good he was on the exit. As long as he's not going to get too tight here in these last 4 laps. They're coming to get 3 to go right now.
Virtual tie the last lap.
They've got no traffic that's going to be a factor in this. This is just going to come down to these 2 guys fighting it out here. Saw Biffle really driving that thing hard coming off of turn 2.
Really what Jimmy Johnson is trying to do is just maybe make Greg overdrive his car just a little bit. And this fill that mirror up just a little bit with your car. You can make him take a little focus off the windshield and put it in the mirror.
And this is so hard with these cars. As they get closer to each other, they, in Jimmy Johnson's case, you lose a little bit of that front end, the air to the front end, and that hurts your downforce.
That's it, bud. Good corner there. Clear by 5. Coming to the white. One more time now.
Yeah, Biffle put a little distance in between he and Jimmy Johnson right there. Now, this is going to send a message to these guys. You know, we were talking about the big 3, and Greg Biffle said, and hold on.
We asked at the beginning of the day who would step up. A year ago, it was Clint Boyer who got his very first career victory here. Well, Biffle has won before, but he has not won in over a year. What a good time for this Roush Fenway team and Greg Biffle to get hot. Biffle to pick up his very first win of 2008 and his first win ever in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Race number 1 in the Chase's history, and Greg Biffle wins it.
Wow, that was quite a pass there. Jimmy Johnson second, Carl Edwards. You see a battle here for some points. Kevin Harvick does beat Casey Kane to the line.
Harvick and Kane, that was for 10th position.
Jeff Gordon fights his way back to 14th. Clint Boyer back up to 12th.
Tony Stewart, 8th place after that long day.
Yeah, great finish by him. His team really battled back.
Get a man. Oh, great job, guys. Great job, man. Woo!
Let's go down to Shannon.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.